Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, the Alien Picker. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but I've done quite a bit of rearranging and organizing, and I kind of wanted to show you guys what we're working with heading into 2026. Kind of going to go through and tell you what our process is going to be from here on out and kind of tell you how it's going to be better from before. So previously, we kind of just had things where we remembered where they were, and with 2,000 items, it gets really hectic. We spend lots of time looking for items. We end up losing items. It's just a mess in general. For the most part, I always remember where things are at, but once in every like 100 items, I'm just like, where the heck is this at? And it takes me either forever to find it or I just can't find it. So hopefully this new system will help with that. So a lot of the times when I list, I'm listing down in the living room and I have an IKEA bag full of stuff and I have an empty IKEA bag. I'm putting things in the IKEA bag that go downstairs. I'm putting things in another IKEA bag that are going upstairs. And when you work a full-time job, you have kids, you don't get a lot of time to work on this. So you're kind of just doing it at night. And when you do it at night, I mean, you're listing for 2 hours and then you're just really tired and you don't want to put everything away. So that's what I would do. That's what we would both do, me and my wife. And we would leave the bags on the floor in the eBay room, on the floor in the basement. And when something sells from one of those bags, you have to go through all the bags because things haven't been put away yet. And when things don't get put away, things get lost or take forever to find. I basically got the upstairs eBay room to a point where we can start to label these bins and get everything ready to go. I'm gonna tell you the direction we're heading and kind of the new flow of things. All right, so starting over by the door, we're gonna have these bins. They're gonna be marked in. So in small 1, in small 2, in small 3. These ones are going to be kind of like mini. They're going to be labeled as well. Then we're going to have a medium N in M1 and M2. And then we're going to have large ones. So this is basically going to be our intake shelf. So anything that is listed will get a SKU, which is this SKU right here. And then once we have time to put it away into these bins, we will give it a different SKU, which corresponds with the bin that it goes into over here. So basically, I'm hoping that if we stay on top of that shelf, that we won't be losing things or spending a bunch of time looking for things. So I'm hoping this process works. I'm hoping we can stay on top of it and get things put away, but it's to be determined. But I'm hoping we can. So we're gonna at least try it. So these bins aren't really set up much different than what we had before. This bin is all Little's Pet Shop stuff, which was kind of just like before. You got any dolls that aren't Barbies in that one. We got horses and My Little Pony bins. We got action figures that just action figures. We've got a camera bin with camera stuff and then camera accessories. We kind of got like softer goods. We got a couple bins of t-shirts right here, wallets, and I also put like glasses and glasses cases, more soft bin stuff. This is stuff that I just haven't found a place for, but I'm getting more totes and we'll get that figured out. These are all kind of like electronics, hard goods stuff. These are lots of items, toys, lots of toys. These are all like individual figures here, so just random ones. Dolls that are bigger, more toy lots. These are new in box things or just things that are with the box. This is just like a random tote of crap right now. Still got to figure that out. We got a Christmas item tote. We got just ornaments right there. These are all baby and kids clothes. And we got like small crossbody bags, small handbags, stuff like that. Down here, we have the bras. We have the higher end bags. We have soft bags. These are just labeled window 1 and window 2 because they were over here. Ignore the boxes. It was Christmas and we take advantage of any box we can get. So yeah. Over here, this was exactly like it was before. It's just kind of just miscellaneous stuff with some baby clothes on the bottom. A lot of it's home goods stuff. So this is going to be for a later time. I was just trying to get the main stuff put away. yeah, we'll figure all that later. Over here, we have our belts. Nice little spot for belts. These are the bigger items that still need to get taken to the basement. We've got pants back there in that tote. Any pants that aren't denim are in there. We got our clothing here that I'm going to just try to get rid of. Here's a bunch of home goods that also need to go downstairs. I'm just going to have the more bigger, bulkier stuff in the basement. It just makes more sense. So eventually, this is going to be just like shipping supplies, at least the first couple shelves. I've kind of tried to simplify our shipping station. I might build my own little table workbench and then add like a pegboard or something behind, but for now this is what's going to be. So we got our bubble wrap, hoping to get like a little wall mount that I can just like kind of unroll it here. We got our 13 by 17 poly mailers here, 12 by 9s here. Got our brown packing paper right here. We got our 6x4x4 boxes, our 8x6x4, and our 12x6x6s, and then our assortment of random boxes. This is new. So typically we're going downstairs to ship things and print labels, but I figured we have like an extra iPad, so why not set up the iPad, get a wireless printer up here, and yeah, so now we can kind of watch videos up here while we're working up here. We can print labels from here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot better because I was going downstairs, printing labels, coming back upstairs, and then relabeling everything that we already packed up. An improvement in the process that's going to save us a bunch of time. So back to these bins, I know I told you kind of what was in each of them, but kind of from now on, I'm going to assign a label to each bin. So everything is like small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on, medium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then large. So I'm going to have the numbers there. And then as time goes on, I'm just going to start adding random things to each bin. So eventually it will all be kind of intermixed for the most part, is at least what I'm picturing, but we'll kind of see how it goes and kind of go from there. We have just a few items to pack, so let's get started. First thing we have to pack is this L'Oreal foundation. We got it at the bins yesterday, and it sold for $49.99. It's in our intake 1 box. Let's see where it's at here. There it is. And then I also sold this right here. These bows for $19.99 plus shipping. We sold this sweater for $20 plus shipping. Next, we got this Littlest Pet Shop. I think we have more than one, so I got the little pink mop dog and this black and white Persian cat. Littlest Pet Shop. Let's take a good look here. There's the black and white Persian cat. Oops. And there is the mop dog. The mop dog sold for $17.25 plus shipping, and the black and white Persian cat sold for $25 plus shipping. Sold these UGG kids slippers for $12.99 plus shipping. They were pretty beat up. Those are down in the basement, so I'll grab those tomorrow. We sold this For Real Tiger for $35 plus shipping. We sold this Target Bird for $6.30 plus shipping. And I believe that's downstairs as well, so I'll grab that later. We sold Wii Sports for $35 plus shipping. This one's a funny one. This water filter, I actually had found it when I was going through things, and I was like, why has this not sold? Because it had a really good sell-through rate. And I fixed the price and relisted it, and it sold overnight for $24.99 with free shipping. And there it is, right up there, and the new box. Get her down here. Well done. So this is the number 1 right here. We have this 90s Barbie. See, she's got blue eyes and some earrings. She is nude. This is our wonderful Barbie bin right now. Let's see here. So this is kind of ridiculous, but I will be putting these in a different tote here soon. Be a little easier to go through. Probably sort them by nude and not nude. Pick me, I want to go in the box. Next we sold this Littlest Pet Shop playset, $22.50 plus shipping. Look in this bin, see if we can find it. Oh, there it is. It's got this right here. I do find it very ironic how I talk about how long it takes me to find things when I ship, and then I make a video while I'm shipping. Doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense in my head. Basically, my plan is going to be to skew each bin one at a time, so I don't have to like rush through things, and hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly. So that is just a brief update about the eBay room and the eBay business in general. There's going to be a lot of changes to come, so I will keep you guys updated on that. Thanks for tuning in again, and remember to think outside the planet.